We have a special in store today. It is a Aviva Premiership pre-season battle as a match-up between the London Wasps and the Sale Sharks is about to get underway here at Tuckerton Stoop. An interesting name for a stadium. We wanted to try this one out. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and all things Rugby Challenge. And we have, as always, a special request match here on One Off What If, where you can tell me what you want to see on the field. I can play it out just for you and upload it just like this one. And now we have another medium for you guys to put in your requests, as we now have a Twitter for you to follow. Send me your requests at Cornflakes Crib, the same way the channel is, with the 1 for the L, because some bastard stole cornflake on me and I have to make do with the 1. Just in case, I'm surprised a lot of people probably don't know that. But today's match is for Cornito 2, who wanted to see the Wasps up against the Sale Sharks. And we have, surprisingly, two sides who have only made one appearance between them. And it is the Wasps, who are sitting with just the one victory so far in their one-off what-if career. And they'll be looking to add to that with a good display against their Aviva Premiership rivals, the Sale Sharks. Now these guys are on debut, which is interesting because we followed these guys through the whole Aviva Premiership last season, and well, we know a lot of these guys. I do anyway. A lot of the players carrying through from when we played that series out. You should catch that up if you haven't already and get ready, because we'll be doing a new one when the season starts coming soon. Hopefully, rosters pending, we can get something underway. So that's another thing you can do, is get some ideas of who we should play out this season, and you can always send them to me on Twitter or leave comments. It is up to you, but for today it is the Sharks versus the Wasps for this one-off what-if requested match, and we are about to get things underway. The Wasps playing in their customary black and yellow, and Sale in their away strip in the white, and that is a very hard word to say, Wasps. And they're going to kick things off through Jones, and this one-off what-if match is underway. We have kick-off, lift-off, and it is away to the left for Daly, who has thrown an intercept pass instantly, and Cipriani ends up with the ball in his hands, and that is not the best start the Wasps had in mind, and they are straight away on the defensive as Amesbury takes a hit up off the back. They're going to use the forwards well here, Sale, and it's Powell who goes up another few yards but turned over. So early turnovers for both teams as Jones, who goes through a massive hole in the middle. He's got big numbers on the outside. Vandel will score the first try if he can get it down. Oh, he's messed about with it and he might not get it down. Vandel's messed things up, and Shepherd might make a try saver. Well, that's a surprising start. Vandel made a bit of a mockery of that, didn't put it down, and Shepherd has come. Well, I don't know what he was trying to do, but Shepherd's wrapped him up like a Christmas present, and he's definitely held up as much squirming as he wants to do there. The ref has gone upstairs, but I think Shepherd has saved early jitters of the Sharks, and the Wasps might not be off to that fantastic start from Vandel. Have another look at it. He's taken his time, the TMO. Let's see what he has to say. Should surely be held up. And yes, it is a 5-metre scrum. Vandel has made an absolute mess of it. And a great start it could have been for the Wasps. Ends up being a scrum. Still a huge opportunity for Simpson and his forward pack as the scrum sets down on the 5-metre line, and Simpson goes, puts it in. Should be coming back for them. It's a good scrum here from the Wasps. Extra special scrum. Now it comes out for Simpson. He takes it off the back himself. Goes to Thomas. Daly look for Wade. Wade has messed it up, and it's come away nicely for Amesbury. And he's a bit isolated, and the Wasps have turned it straight back over. Here's Simpson again. Well, this is a good chance now. Thomas puts the fend on. Again, he's got Jones, who's been impressive today already. With a couple of line breaks, he makes no mistake, and he puts it down for the first try, which inevitably was coming. That 5-metre scrum, they messed that up as well, did they? Ever, the Wasps are really playing on a knife edge here, but it was a good run from Thomas. and put Jones into some space, which we've seen a couple of times already around the ruck area. Jones has caused some havoc, and then on the outside picking his spot and support. Well played, and Van Dal was there too, but we didn't want him to make a mess of another try. It is 5-0 early on to the Wasps, and it's a good start for them. They've dominated the early goings, and they have a chance to make it 7. Be nice, there's no wind. And Jones has a chance to make it 7-0. Here comes his kick. It's as straight as an arrow and straight into the target of 2 points. The Wasps lead 7-0 over the Sale Sharks. And Cipriani, who I don't think has even touched the ball yet, is back at halfway to kick off after 13 minutes. One Sharks player, Amesbury on the left wing, has had a lot to do in the Sharks' debut of the series here as Thomas has the ball again, and here's Van Dal with another burst. Van Dal's going to make it pay. Oh, he's really going to make them pay because he's cut them inside and will score. He will put it down this time. No chance for Shepherd, and who was that dumpling around in the middle of the field for the Sharks? We'll have a look. Here's a replay. It was a miracle forward pass just about. And there he is. Was that Lealta? No, there's Lealta chasing. I don't know who that was, but there was someone fumbling around in the middle of the field, acting at halfback. Oh, that was definitely forward. We'll see him there, running the wrong way. I have no idea who that was. It was Tui Tupo possibly, covering a fullback, but he is just... Well, Van Dal's made up for his mistake earlier. And the Wasps lead 12-0. That was rather fortuitous from Van Dal, but the passes, that was lucky to get away with that. Here's Jones's second attempt. Oh, he's nudged this one to the right, and it will fly wide. I was going to say sail wide, but that would be an awful play on words. And it is 12-0. Jones is unsuccessful with the conversion. And we have Cipriani back at halfway, and the defensive work of Sale at the moment is nothing short of poor. As 17, 18 minutes have gone by, and it's a short one from Cipriani and Johnson. This time it's nicely picked up from Lealta, the intercepted ball, and it's a chance for Sale to get some momentum going forward. Good pass out from Kublis. He's going wide, nicely wide to Cueto, who is hammered. Huge tackle. And it's going to be slow ball if they can get it back here, Sale. They do get it back because there's no support there for the Wasps players. Oh, good ball here from Tui Tupo. Running in the angles. Cuts back inside. It's a nice try here for Powell. And Sale hit back almost instantly with their first real chance of the ball. And it's 12-5. We have a try fest on our hands. And that is the worst positioning of an official I've seen in my life. Tui Tupo ran it off the back, straight through the short side gap, drew all the defence and fired in a pass to Powell. And anyone who's watched the Aviva Premiership series we had on the channel earlier knows just how good of a ball runner Powell is. The back row of the Sale side have some explosive and fast ball runners, and the back of their scrum with Vernon and Powell, just two of them, they have enormous talent and strike weapons in that back row, and also Gray as well. Richie Gray is a huge talent. Here's Cipriani's kick, handy position, and he nails it as you'd expect, and it is 12 points to 7. The Sharks find themselves back in this match now. And we have only just gone through 23 minutes and we have 19 points. This is a great matchup for the neutrals who want to see some tries as Jones kicks off, this time to the right. Van Dal, who's had an average topsy-turvy match so far, has thrown another intercept, and it's Powell again. Powell's got he's got southpaw on him, and it's advantage to the Wasps for a forward pass. The ref will pull it back. It was Mile who threw it. It was collapsed in a big heap there. We'll see it again. There was Powell, and there was the forward pass. It was a big miracle ball from Powell. But he just broke them apart again. But it was good defence from Southwell. He waited on them and he made them make the mistake. And here's Simpson. He'll go short swell. He didn't know where he wanted to go, and he's just about gone into touch. Not the best carry from the halfback. Shocking one, really, because Oh, London Wasps are going to lose this. Sales come out of it with the ball. They've gone into Leota, who somehow kicked that mid-tackle. It's gone nicely down here for Palmer. Palmer turns it into attack. Look at the big man go. It's Palmer on Taylor. And Taylor's going to force him into touch. But what a glorious sight that was for Palmer. Just screaming away. The big man, the big legs were pumping. And he had all the space in the world. The line out is thrown in from the man who made the tackle, Taylor. And it's saying for Tui Tupa to launch from. He does a good job. And Sale are launching from nothing here. Oh, knocked on. And Vandel's picked up the loose knock-on from Cipriani, I think it might have been. And we'll be called back from the scrum for the knock-on. But boy, what a run from Palmer. There it is, was the knock-on there. It wasn't Cipriani.
Touch.
And the Sale Sharks, just a couple of mistakes creeping in. But what a shame, Palmer. Imagine that was a try. As it's a great scrum here from the Wasps. This time Simpson doesn't do anything fancy. He gives it to Daly, who goes plundering into the tackle of Leota. And he gets taken to ground. Now, Vunipula goes off the back himself. He's still got Wade. Good pass out for Wade. And Wade will scream away down the left and score another try. Too easy for the Wasps. Quick ball off the ruck. And no one will stop Wade from that close to the line. Not even Amesbury. No one. Great run from Vunipula off the back. Here we go. He had too much pace, explosive acceleration to get away from Powell. And then Wade was always going to do the job. He had far too much speed. He is an express machine. And he had all the field in front of him. No defence. It was an easy finish for Wade, who puts another try on the board for this match. And, well, the London Wasps are doing a good job of things here. And Jones will have another chance for 2 more points as we near half-time. Yeah, this will signal half-time. It's 17-7. Jones. Good distance out on the left. Sligs it in nicely, and it perfectly just drifts and sweetly falls between the posts. That was a precious looking kick from Jones, and he adds the extras to make it 19 points to 7. We've had 4 tries in the first half and plenty of entertainment for any neutral fans, and well, in the end, I guess plenty for the Wasps fans to cheer about at half time, as we can take a quick look at the stats. And we see that the score is pretty well reflected in the stats, with possession and territory both in the mid to high 60s for the London Wasps. Sharks, South Sharks doing well with what they had, and even making the 3 line breaks with just 30% of the ball. It's a good effort, and the handling errors, well, surprising. The South Sharks have made more with just half the ball, and that is quite remarkable. They've not had the best first half, but they could find themselves back in this match if they are the next team to score in the second half. Well, it's interesting times here for both sides, and with 40 minutes to go, it's still not over yet in this one-off What If requested match. Remember, you can have your say. Leave a comment below or catch us on Twitter at CornflakesCrib. Check it out. Half-time plugs. What's better than that? As the South Sharks will look to kick off for the second half. Cipriani ball in hand, in the white again. Wasps in the black and yellow. He goes short to the left side, as he's done most of the match, and Johnson has claimed everyone fairly simply. Release. This time Daly goes to ground, and it's easily claimed back. Simpson gives it to Thomas, and they look to shift it nicely to the left for Launchbury. Good ball from him. Wade clearing it away, chips it infield a touch, trying to go away from the corner flag. Vandel's still got men on him. He's got Jones. He looks for Palmer. Anyone deserves it. It's Palmer. The big run earlier, and the lanky lock does it again. And, well, that's not what the South Sharks needed. They needed to be the next team to score, but straight off the kickoff, some super play here. Wade did brilliantly with the chip and chase. Vandel didn't have the speed, but it was the support. Jones was there. Everyone was there. And in the end, Palmer, the big giant, We saw him launching down the left not long before half time, and then he has been on the end of it this time, and he finishes it off beautifully with just a few metres to go. And that is what it is all about. The Wasps have extended their lead to something a lot more substantial now. 4 tries in the bank, and if it was a competition game, well, that would be a bonus point for them just after half time. Here's Jones with his kick, fairly handy position, and he slots it in between the sticks. And there's another 2 points for his London team. The Wasps lead 26-7 over the South Sharks, and this match is, well, becoming a bit one-sided here. But after that second Lions test that we have recently been on the channel, where the Lions made their massive comeback, we shall not call things too early as Daly takes a kickoff. He gives it away to no one, and Thomas does a massive dive to claim possession for his side. That is great dedication as Tuiafoso goes away. Don't make a mess of his name. That was just about outstanding stuff through the middle. But say his name right, Tuiafoso, as it's going to be Peel going off the back of the ruck. Peel in a big gap down the short side, and he's just shut down by Southwell. And it's, oh, look at this from the Wasps, turning possession over. And now they launch an attack of their own on the counter-attack. Johnson, who's been brilliant from the kickoffs, and Varndale's knocked it on. And that was a good opportunity. Big numbers on the right-hand side, but Varndale has been, well, very inconsistent here. Look at that. Oh, off his head, off the melon.
Crouch.
And nothing for him there. It's a chance for Sale to get the ball inside the 22. Put some pressure on the Wasps here. They're trailing by an awful lot, but they might not even win the scrum. It's a good shove there from the front row. And they have turned it over. Simpson sets things back, goes to Jones. Jones puts it to the boot, looking for touch, won't find it, and it's nicely taken from Shepherd, who goes to Amesbury. Back inside they go, nicely for Seymour. Gives it to Gray, who goes to ground. And it's still here for Sale, looking for some points here. Again, Seymour goes through the middle. It's advantage to the Sharks. But look at that brilliant run from Cipriani. He looks to the outside for Tui Tupo. He gets smashed in a big tackle, driven backwards. Advantages over to the Sale Sharks. They need to try and get this ball back. It's teetering in the middle somewhere. Oh, big shove by the last couple of players. Simpson comes off the back, all by himself. Touch isolated.
Release.
And he still manages to keep it for his side. Here's that big man, Varndale again. Oh, and he's caught in a big drive. Good maul, holding him up in the tackle. Sale and the Wasps get players behind the ball and look to drive it backwards. Thomas with the ball in hand puts the kick up off the back of the maul, and they chase it hard, but it's easily claimed by Sale. And now they look to launch something. Brilliant ball outside to Liotta. Back, big pass away for Vernon, who goes trying to go through the middle. And Sale way back at halfway now. Peel swings it way out to the left. Good inside ball there from Amesbury. Now they're looking through Taylor, who takes the ball to the ground.
Release.
And Sale still with the ball in hand, looking for some big phases here. As Buckley goes big line, gives it to his propping partner. Oh, Cobblers, great runner he is of the ball. Peel again, getting up near the 22 now. Good pass here, Liotta, giving it away to Amesbury. Short pass, brilliantly for Powell, and he goes back inside. And it's blooming offload city here. Look at Sale go. Oh, Vernon got smashed. Now it's Gray. They're looking to the left. And it's going to be a try for Amesbury. That was outstanding. Liotta's short ball on that left-hand side. It was coming for a long time. And the Wasps couldn't hold out any longer. But this was just ridiculous. The amount of passes, offloads in the tackle. Gray, they looked like they had it covered. Palmer overran everything. And in the end, Amesbury on hand when they ran out of defenders, but there was no rucks for a long time. Vernon involved. There's Gray. Good pass outside. Liotta took the fullback and put it in for Amesbury. And we'll Sale have another try. But all that started way back with the Wasps, really. This is Cipriani's kick. There's only 8 minutes to go. It's a good-looking kick from Cipriani, and he's nailed it between there. It gets 14 points for them. 2 converted tries. But Tau Lofa has been outstanding in the scrum for the Wasps today. And Jones is back at halfway with the ball. There's just 7 minutes to go. Jones kicks off. Goes back to the left side, and Wade is putting a big chase in, but it's got by Daly. Well taken, but again it's the pass off there that's easily stolen from Taylor, and now Sale find themselves with the ball again. Shocking pass to Cipriani there from Powell. And the Sharks struggling to retain that. Peel now halfback, looks out, brilliantly passed out for Cueto. Cueto puts on the dummy. Dummy's away and he'll smoke Southwell, and he'll score another try for the South Sharks. Cueto, outstanding from the right winger. We saw how good he can be. He can be outstanding. But that was something special from Mark Cueto. Finally get his name right after all this time. Throws a dummy, throws a step, and then smokes Southwell for the corner. And Sale have left things just a touch too late. They are within 7 now. And if they had started this launch a bit earlier, they could be within the running. But it's a little too late now. Time may be well up after this conversion. Still be time for the kick though. That was a great try. Sale really getting into their work late on. And they could have even competed here. There's just over a minute to go. It's 26-19. The kick from Cipriani's hit the pole. So the buzzer goes. Maybe another buzzer kick. And it will be all over. So we will now have a restart. The Wasps have hung on from the late flurry of finishing from the Sale Sharks. It was an entertaining match for all spectators watching this one, and players involved no doubt. But the Wasps, well, their first half, 4 tries. Well, 3 tries in the first half, 1 just after half time. That was enough for them. They hung on and just added the 1 in the second spell. Sale Sharks come back with 2 more in the second half, but 26-19 is how it ends. Tries for the London Wasps for Palmer, Jones, Wade and Vandal. Jones with 3 from 4. The Sale Sharks tries for Powell, Amesbury and Cueto. Get his name right. Cipriani with 2 from 3. And 19-26. The Wasps winning this, and they go 2 from 2 now in the 1-off of series, whereas the South Sharks now have their first defeat in their first match. As we can take a quick look at the final stats, and well, they're up against it. The Sharks were, and they didn't have much possession or territory, and it didn't get much better in the second half, but they got 2 more tries. They only committed 1 handling error in that second half. From memory, they're only at 5 at half time, whereas the Wasps were, well, they've just about over doubled their handling errors. Line breaks, a lot of them, as we said throughout the match. It's a great spectacle for any neutral, and it was a good close match all the way through. Both teams willing to throw the ball around as usual, but it is the Wasps who come out of this one. Second win out of 2 matches, and they'll go home the happier team today. And another awesome stat, look at that. They've made more tackles, the London Wasps, despite having 60% of the ball, which is an interesting stat. So that wraps us up for today's game. Hope you have enjoyed the coverage, and remember, if you have a request, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can catch us on Super Old Twitter at Cornflakes Crib as the channel name spelt. Check us out, follow us, and leave your requests, leave your ideas for future competitions, what you want to see, what you like, anything you want. Check it out, spam us with comments. It's all awesome, it's all good stuff, and I'll see you soon at the next place, wherever we may be, for whatever match we may see. And until then, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage of today's game, and we will see you again soon. Take care.